This is the story of the one. As a custodial supervisor at a high school, he knows that during cold and flu season, germs spread fast. It's why he partners with Grainger to stay fully stocked on the products and supplies he needs, from tissues to disinfectants to floor scrubbers. Also that he can help students, staff, and teachers stay healthy and focused. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
It's KFI AM 640, and you're listening to The Conway Show on demand on the iHeartRadio app.
There's a fire burning at Camp Pendleton. Is there any update on that, Bellio? I know that that story is probably an hour old. Is that fire?
Let me check.
Still buzzing around? Let me see what we got here. Hold on. Camp Pendleton fire.
New video just in of a brush fire in Camp Pendleton. At least 50 acres have burned so far.
Boy.
Orange County firefighters are on the scene to try and put out those flames. At this point, there's no immediate threat to the base or to the city of San Clemente, but keep in mind, the smoke can be seen for miles. The cause of the fire is under investigation.
All right. And then we have Joe Jost's. You know what Joe Jost's is? It's a bar in Long Beach celebrating 100 years.
100 years ago, the nation said hello to Wheaties, and France hosted the first Winter Olympics.
Wow.
And in Long Beach, a fella named Joe opened a bar which still stands today. With more, here's Eyewitness News reporter Amanda Palacios.
It's amazing that a business has survived that long. I love that, too. So something evidently is going right here if it's going to be 100 years old and still in business.
People from near and far are flocking to Joe Jost in Long Beach to celebrate its 100th anniversary. 1924, it's one of the oldest bars in the city.
My grandfather started the business in 1924. He was a barber, and this was originally a barber shop.
Oh, that's kind of a cool deal. I've never even been to Joe Joe's. You been there, Bellio? You take your tarantulas down there?
We have not traveled there yet, but we will.
All right. Have you been to this bar, though? Joe Joe's?
No, I have not.
Anybody? Steffus, you get around. I'm just kidding.
I have not.
Have you been there, Angel?
I think so.
Did you have donuts there?
Yeah, but I didn't really like the donuts that they had.
Hey, did you go back to that donut shop you trashed on the air?
JD Flannel?
No, I mean to, and I'm going to.
Okay.
Because, I was thinking about it, and I got there like maybe 10 minutes before they were closing. So I got bottom barrel.
Yeah, it's like
whatever was left.
It's like going to El Pollo Loco 10 minutes before they close. Like, when was this chicken cooked? Seems dry.
And in 1933, when Prohibition was repealed, he applied for a liquor license.
Wow, how about that? This guy, Joe Jost, has been around for 100 years.
And in 1933, when Prohibition was repealed, he applied for a liquor license and started serving beer and cutting hair.
Ken Buck took over the business.
It's kind of an odd combo, right? Back in the 30s.
Serving beer and cutting hair.
Yeah. The guy drinking is cutting hair, too. I don't know. Let's just drink here. Let's go down the street for the haircut.
Serving beer and cutting hair.
Serving beer and cutting hair. That's actually probably a better title for it. What the hell?
Ken Buck took over the business.
If you could only buy a side of beef, and get your hair cut also.
That's right. Then you could experience the swap meet in Orange County.
Ken Buck took over the business in 1975.
Wow.
Ownership has always stayed in the family during its 100-year history. He describes it as an incredible experience to own a bar that has stood the test of time for a century.
There's probably fewer than 1,000 businesses that have actually lasted that long, and in the same family ownership.
Joe Jost is a place where generations of customers have gathered for decades. While their pickled eggs are legendary, patrons say it's not the food and drink.
I never got into that. I don't know what's going on with people with the pickled eggs and the pickled pig's feet. I mean, God almighty. What did you say no to? Where you're like, hey, I'll take 3 of the pickled eggs. God bless it. Really? You've had that much to drink that you can have a pickled pig's feet and a pickled egg? Yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. I love them.
While their pickled eggs are legendary, patrons say it's...
How legendary are they? Who's talking about those pickled eggs? Are they talking about on the East Coast? They can't wait to get back to Long Beach to have another pickled egg? How legendary and how wide is the conversation?
While their pickled eggs are legendary, patrons say it's not the food and drinks that make it special.
Oh, okay. There's something else going on there. Maybe it's the guy drinking and cutting hair.
It's the people.
It's always friendly. Everybody's welcome.
I've been coming here for over 40 years, and I love it because the place has never changed.
But she sounds young for being there and going there for 40 years.
I've been coming here for over 40 years, and I love it because the place has never changed.
I wonder if they have a light booth there. You ever seen one of those? In old smoky, dark bars, they have a light booth where it's sort of like a photo booth. You know, one of those booths where you go in and they take like 5 photos of you for $1. It's called the light booth. And if you meet a gal at a bar, you can pay 50 cents, put her in the light booth, and see what that looks like tomorrow at noon.
Wow.
Hello?
And everyone's really friendly.
Customers proudly represent the bar by wearing its iconic merch, like T-shirts and hats.
Oh, they went for it.
Like T-shirts and hats.
Oh, my God. They got merch. Merch at this Jost. For people that don't know where this is, it's a little bit south of the PCH. South of the PCH, north of downtown. Like if you were, like, let's say you're at, I don't know, at the Queen Mary or at the aquarium, you'd go north, and it's between the aquarium and the Queen Mary and PCH. And it's like a neighborhood bar. So go down there and get yourself some merch. It's on Anaheim, East Anaheim Street, for you geography nuts out there. I'll give you the exact corner here. East Anaheim and Temple Avenue. That's where Jost's is. And you get a shirt and a hat.
T-shirts and hats. One loyal customer even...
Or hats. I don't know what a hat is.
T-shirts and hats.
Yeah, get yourself a hat.
One loyal customer even got a tattoo of the pub's logo to show his dedication.
Wow, that guy loves drinking. That's cool.
It's just a special place to me, and I was doing a leg sleeve, and I said I have to have Joe's on it.
It's just a happy place to be.
Sounds crowded. Sounds like 1 million people there.
It's just a happy place to be.
Now, Ken is encouraging anyone who's never been down to JoJo's before to come and experience the electric atmosphere. He also says he's donating 50% of the business's proceeds each day to a charity this week. Reporting in Long Beach, Amanda Palacios, ABC 7.
Yeah, that sounds like a cool bar. It's packed. So go to Jost, Anaheim, East Anaheim, and Temple in the heart of Long Beach. Ding dong with them.
You're listening to Tim Conway Jr. On Demand from KFI AM 640.
We're still here. We got a big shout out from Chris Christie. Last night during that police chase, the cops were buzzing around trying to get that guy to stop. And they finally did. They cornered him at UCLA Medical Center. And Chris Christie, flying for Channel 7, gave us a big shout-out.
In short order, but it does look like he does not have all of his faculties, but thankfully he is now in police custody. Ding dong.
Ding dong. Yeah, at the end there. Ding dong with this guy. You hear it there at the end?
He is now in police custody. Ding dong. This has come to a
peaceful ending there. So that's great. All right, Smokey the Bear has turned 80 years old. God, he looks good for 80, huh?
He was born Smokey Bear. A lyricist added the later on because it worked better in a song he was writing about Smokey.
What a story. What a lyricist.
Smokey the Bear.
You think that's a brag? You think a guy's walking around going, you know, it was just Smokey Bear, and I put the in it for Smokey the Bear. What? Get out? Oh, Christ, sorry. I thought you got find that interesting.
Smokey the Bear. Smokey the Bear.
No, it does sound better. Smokey the Bear.
Smokey the Bear.
Yeah, if he wasn't Smokey the Bear, the song would suck.
Smokey Bear.
Smokey.
Smokey Bear.
Yeah, wouldn't be good.
Smokey Bear. Smokey the Bear.
Oh, we got to take another the out. All right, this is Smokey the Bear without the in it.
Smokey Bear. Smokey Bear.
Smokey Bear.
Smokey Bear.
I like it better. without the bear.
Smokey Bear, Smokey Bear.
Smokey was actually created because of worries that at the height of World War II, America's enemies would slip into the country and set forest fires while many firefighters were overseas.
Smokey Bear.
Smokey's mission, to warn against the threat of fires in the nation's wilderness areas, remained unchanged once the war ended.
So remember, only you can prevent forest fires.
In fact, he's now the face of the oldest public service announcement campaign in American history.
Okay, that's good knowledge. I didn't know that. The oldest PSA, oldest public information is Smokey the Bear.
Smokey's not an idea, Daddy. He's real.
You know what didn't work out is Drinky the Drunk. Remember that guy? Don't drink and drive. And there was it didn't look like a spider or a big tarantula. Drinky the Drunk.
Smokey's not an idea, Daddy. He's real. He's as real as you and I.
Research shows that 96% of us know who Smokey is.
Wow. That's great. 96% of us know who Smokey the Bear is. That's huge.
Research shows that 96% of us know who Smokey is.
Yeah. Who are the other 4%? Just foreheads walking around? Just banging into walls?
He's right up there with Mickey Mouse and Santa Claus when it comes to name recognition.
Is that right? Wow. What a brag that is. That's kind of a cool deal.
Put the life out of your campfires.
And Smokey is a thoroughly modern bear. He has more than 24,000 followers on Twitter. He even has his own zip code, 20252, if you're curious.
All right. Wasn't, but it's a long show.
If you're curious.
Yeah, not really.
Smokey is celebrating a low-key birthday. Cake is fine. Candles, not so much.
Yeah.
And remember, only you can prevent wildfires.
All right, okay. Wasn't this slogan, only you could prevent forest fires?
Only you can prevent wildfires.
Yeah, now they call them wildfires.
Forest, yeah.
I like that Smokey the Bear, though. He's a cool dude. Cool guy. Let's see, the ice cream shop here. Something happened at the ice cream shop. Bad vibes.
It's not quite like jumping into a ball pit. The Museum of Ice Cream's sprinkle pool has a harder landing.
I saw a couple kids land pretty hard, so I'd be surprised if an adult would jump in there.
But that's what happened back in late March, according to a lawsuit filed by Jeremy Shore, who says he got hurt in that sprinkle pool when jumping in earlier this year, while at the museum's Soho location with his daughter. The complaint cites an ankle fracture and, quote, severe and permanent personal injuries to his right leg, ankle, and other parts of his body, saying he needs surgery.
Wow. How about telling your friends that you, hey, how'd you do that? Man, you got a bad gait there. What were you in Vietnam? No. In Operation Enduring Freedom, were you in Iraq? No. How'd you get that? The sprinkle pit ice cream. What? The sprinkle pit at the ice cream museum. Really? That's how you got banged up? God.
You should have seen that it's not that deep, so you should have put your foot in first at least and see it's not that deep.
It's this deep. You don't do that.
The pool here seems to be at about ankle, maybe mid-calf for a little kid, and they are hollow. There are these little thin plastic sprinkles here. Videos of other people.
Although, you know what? I'm on that guy's side because if you know anything about ice cream museums, they got really deep pockets. They're like $1 trillion business, so they can afford it. When anyone sues the ice cream museum, man, they just write that check. They got deep pockets there at the ice cream museum.
People jumping off the nearby diving boards were also included in the complaint. Like this one, where this woman says she sprained her leg and needed crutches, and another showing a woman falling flat in a cannonball. The lawsuit claims negligence.
Wait, when an adult is cannonballing into a sprinkles pit at the ice cream museum?
Falling flat in a cannonball. The lawsuit claims negligence, highlighting a lack of...
Maybe negligence on the cannonballer. Cannonball into a sprinkle pit at the ice cream museum.
The lawsuit claims negligence, highlighting a lack of proper warnings about the risks of jumping in and how the museum has advertised the sprinkle pool as a place to plunge in. Before entering the pool, patrons are told to take their shoes off. They're also told by this sign here, across from the little cubbies, not to run and not to dive, as well as not to eat the sprinkles.
It's a little shallow for that, so maybe no cannonballs either.
Patrons do sign a waiver in order to get into the museum, acknowledging the risk of injury and even death.
Oh, there you go. Wait, even death? What?
And even death.
Even death? You got to sign a waiver saying that the ice cream museum's sprinkle pick could wipe you out? I don't know. I don't know if that's the hang. I don't know. Maybe you should go to Jost instead. Who knows? All right, we're live. What is this fire? Is this breaking news on Channel 11? Got some kind of fire. If we can pop this up in Arleta here. This is roaring pretty good. Fire in Arleta. Looks like a house fire in a garage. A car's on fire. Guys' barbecue's rolling around. Oh, the whole house is on fire.
And you hope you can save as much of this home as possible, and especially all the homes nearby. It doesn't look like firefighters are there yet.
They're not.
Let's hope once they get there.
Oh, there they are. They just got there.
Quick. Okay. Looks like the first firefighters may just be arriving.
Yeah.
We see somebody at the bottom of the
Channel
screen
11.
and the top of the screen. So they're now.
This whole house is going to go up because you can see it. The smoke is coming out of the attic. This is a loss. This might be a total loss here. Arleta. You could see it. That's in the, I believe, north of Burbank, Arleta. House fire roaring in Arleta. All right, we'll have information on any more on that. We will have it for you. We're live.
You're listening to Tim Conway Jr. on demand from KFI AM 640.
All right, the fire burning in Arleta looks like a total loss. Looks like it got into the attic. And for people that don't know where Arleta is, it's along the 5 freeway. Right before you get to the 405 or the 118, it's on the south side of that 5 freeway. Between the 170 and the 118, all of that stretch between the 170 and the 118 off the 5 freeway, all that area south of the 5 freeway is Arleta. So if you're on the 5 freeway and you're going, I don't know, you're going to San Francisco, maybe going to Magic Mountain, maybe going home, or maybe you're coming from Magic Mountain or San Francisco and you're going to LA or San Diego. If you're on that 5 freeway, you can see the smoke of that fire. It's a fire that's destroying that house, just ripping it apart. And it looks like it's everywhere in the house. Horrible, horrible scene out there. All right, let's talk about, this is something I wanted to play here we didn't have time for yesterday. There's a recall with stoves. I know everybody has, a lot of people have stoves.
Samsung is issuing a safety recall because of a design flaw in some of its stoves.
Yes, a stove, a Samsung stove.
Stoves. The Consumer Product Safety Commission says about 1.1 million stoves are affected, including both gas and electric.
Oh, no. Samsung stoves.
If a flammable object is on top of the range, humans, even pets, can start a fire by bumping into the knobs. Samsung will provide free knob locks or covers for affected products.
Yeah, knob locks.
Free knob locks or...
Was that an insult in the 70s? Hey, knob lock.
Free knob locks or covers for affected products.
Oh, boy. All right. Well, ding dong. We talked a little about this yesterday. I don't think we got to it. The San Fernando crime. They say the crime is down in the San Fernando Valley. Anybody believe that? Anybody? Anybody listening right now think that crime is down in the San Fernando Valley? Or do you think it's off the charts, way up, especially if you live in Encino?
An increase in robberies and burglaries has been a problem for the LAPD citywide. Interim Chief Dominic Choi said that back in March. And since then, we have reported on a number of incidents in the San Fernando Valley. Right. The numbers in that area, the number of burglaries are actually down.
We have seen the... Wait. Repeat that again. I was listening half-assed here. Sorry.
The numbers in that area, the number of burglaries are actually down.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, then the people at Encino are lying or crazy. And because they keep complaining that people break into their homes, are they imagining it? Maybe, right? They just imagine people break in. Or they're crazy. They're making it up. But according to this chap, they're down. Crime is way down.
The numbers in that area, the number of burglaries are actually down.
We have seen the video of police cars and helicopters responding to what seems to be a nightly burglary or break-in in the Encino area.
Seems to be? Seems to be? Or it is? There's a lot of crime in Encino.
but the LAPD says you have to look at these incidents more closely.
We are paying attention to that when we see spikes that go up in neighborhoods. There was one particular neighborhood that had 6 crimes that occurred over a 4-week period. One of those houses was the same house hit twice. So it was 5 victims.
The San Fernando Valley has a population of more than 1.5 million people, according to the 2020 census.
All right.
The captain says despite what we have seen in Encino, the overall number of burglaries has gone down.
Okay, well, you can sleep easy tonight. The overall burglaries and crime in the San Fernando Valley, down.
The overall number of burglaries has gone down.
As of August 3rd in West Valley, we were down 119 victims fewer this year than last year.
Wow, that's great. You can enjoy yourself again. Take the kids out, take the dogs out, leave the, I guess, I don't know, maybe can you leave the doors open still to your house? Nobody's coming in?
In the crime of burglary, and that is a substantial reduction. It was almost 19%.
Earlier this year, Interim Chief Dominic Choi released citywide numbers, and it was reported that robberies increased by 9.5%. Also, violent crime in Los Angeles up 2.9% compared to March of 2023.
We have an increase citywide, but in the San Fernando Valley, it's a decrease this year.
Okay, did you hear that? You guys are worried about nothing in Encino. You're making this up, evidently.
It's a decrease this year.
At events such as National Night Out on Tuesday, the LAPD is out in the community, making sure people know they are working to address all of these crimes.
It was critical that they were here so that we can speak to them, address our concerns going forward, and to make sure that they're, still part of the community with us and that we stand together.
And the captain says they also need people to be vigilant.
Why? Crime is down. We've been vigilant. It's working.
They have to start paying attention. They have to start looking out for their neighbors in a lot more of a fashion than they have in the past. And this is going on in the middle of the day. It's going on at night.
And the captain says they're also seeing burglars that are breaking in while residents are at home, and that did not used to happen as frequently as it does now.
Yeah.
That's why he says people need to also protect their properties.
Hey, Bellio, I'm going to ask you about this. Are you ready?
She is not here.
She's not. All right, Kiki, I'm going to ask you.
Okay.
I'm thinking about making a sign that's like 4 feet by 2 feet and putting it in front of my house.
Mm-hmm.
And I want the sign to read, house checklist. No safe, no expensive watches, no jewelry, very little cash, and 3 guns. That's what's inside the house. And I want to put it outside and put lights on it so people can see it at night. It's a checklist of what's in my house. So people know if they come to my house, there is nothing worth stealing.
This is what you can expect.
Yeah.
At my house.
There's
Yeah.
nothing in there to steal.
Makes sense.
So move on. Go to somebody else's home. I have nothing of interest.
And then you could point to like your neighbor or somebody a couple blocks away being like, this is what they have.
Or that's a good idea. That's a good idea. Or put a Santa Anita shirt on the sign like, oh, that guy's spent all his money at the racetrack. There's no way that guy's got any dough. All right, this feature, by the way, we do it every single Friday at around 6:40. We talk about the San Fernando Valley crime, and it's being brought to you by Advanced Hair. Life-changing results. Make your appointment today, advancedhair.com. Use the promo code TIM to save up to 25%. Advancedhair.com.
You're listening to Tim Conway Jr. on demand from KFI AM 640.
All right, we're getting towards the end of the program here. Mo Kelly is coming up next, and if you're familiar with the show, every single Friday at 9 o'clock, they do a movie quiz show where you have to guess they'll play a portion of the movie. You have to guess what movie it's from. And that's always a great segment. It's always cool at 9 o'clock tonight. All right, man, we covered a lot this week. Really almost too much. We had the fire in San Bernardino. We did a post wrap up on the earthquake south of Bakersfield. Then we had the high-speed chase yesterday around the airport, where a guy has been dodging the cops for 35 years, and they finally nailed him and arrested him. Kind of a odd gait. His right leg was out of order, wasn't hopping around pretty good. But yet, man, they chased him down 35 years ago. He did allegedly something really nasty to some young women, and they never let up on him. They kept fighting and fighting and fighting until they finally found the guy, and they got him. So to all the cops out there, all the detectives, great work. Get an attaboy out there. Yeah, that was great. Ding dong. All right, let's talk about the, I don't want to do it. Let's talk about the Home Depot lawsuit. What's going on with Home Depot here?
You're phenomenal in every way. We are grateful to have you.
Oh, I'm sorry. That was a voicemail that was left for me. Sorry. I thought we were going to do a Home Depot story here. But this is, you press the red button on our website.
You're phenomenal in every way.
Thank you, darling. I appreciate that. What are those called, Steffush, where we hit the red button on our website and you can leave a voicemail?
Talkback.
Talkbacks, yeah. Somebody left a talkback.
You're phenomenal in every way.
Thank you.
We are grateful to have you.
During her 7 years working as a cashier at the San Ramon Home Depot.
Oh, I'm sorry. It is part of the Home Depot story. I'm sorry. God, I feel so embarrassed.
During her 7 years working as a cashier at the San Ramon Home Depot, Carlene Acevedo says she won multiple awards for exceptional service, including Cashier of the Year in 2021.
How about that? Cashier of the Year. Kind of rhymes. Or it does as well.
Including Cashier of the Year in 2021.
I loved working there.
But last July, Home Depot...
I love it.
I loved working there.
I love it.
But last July, Home Depot fired Acevedo after she rung up 4 fraudulent transactions, resulting in a more than $5,000 loss for Home Depot.
Oh, well, that's the way it goes. Sorry.
I was so upset.
Wait, she won Cashier of the Year, and then she missed $5,000 worth of merchandise? What's going on?
I was so upset. I've never been fired before.
Acevedo says she was working alone in the garden center when a man approached her cash register with a card that had written instructions on the back to process the transaction as cash. She rung up a purchase for a little more than $1,300.
The card was suspicious. It was very suspicious.
Yeah.
But I went ahead and ran it.
Approximately 30 minutes later, she says the customer returned.
And then I knew for sure that he was targeting me because I was alone.
Acevedo says she tried to call her supervisor, the head cashier.
Didn't you see on her orange vest that she was Cashier of the Year? Not to mess with this one?
Acevedo says she tried to call her supervisor, the head cashier, but no one answered.
He was demanding. He wanted the transaction done as fast as possible. He got upset when I made the phone call to my manager.
Oh, no. Man, this guy's working her.
I was scared.
According to her termination letter, Acevedo ran 3 additional separate transactions as cash, this time for more than $4,000. She says she kept duplicate copies of the receipts that she took to her manager.
4 days later, I got fired.
The incident happened 3 months after Officer Blake Mose was shot and killed while trying to stop a theft attempt, a story Acevedo was familiar with.
It was devastating. I mean, it was sad.
She sounds like a nice woman, this lady.
It was devastating. I mean, it was sad.
Acevedo says as an employee, she received annual computer-based training by Home Depot on what to do in the event of a shoplifting or active shooter.
What were you instructed to do? I was instructed not to do a thing. Do not approach, touch, do not try to dissuade, not to interfere, just let them go.
She was doing everything she could. She asked for backup. She's making copies of the receipt. You know, she can't risk her life for merchandise, and employees are explicitly taught not to risk their life for merchandise.
Acevedo's attorney, Chambord Benton Hayes, also questions the timing of her termination. According to the lawsuit, 6 months prior, Acevedo learned a teenage new hire at the store had a starting salary of $21 an hour.
Ooh, I like that.
Acevedo, who was 70 at the time and had been working at Home Depot for 7 years, was making $20.17 an hour.
Oh, wait a minute. You think that's why they fired this woman? Because she was making 17 cents more than that young kid?
She complained and the following month received...
She's making 17 cents more per hour? I don't know if that's the reason they terminated her. I think the reason they terminated her is because she ran these, $5,000 worth of stuff, and guy got away with $5,000.
She complained, and the following month received a $2 raise.
They really just wanted an excuse to terminate her. The moment she complains, she's terminated within a few months.
By email, a Home Depot spokesperson...
That's the way it is around here,
The moment she complains...
Right.
She's terminated within a few months.
Hey, she works for us.
By email, a Home Depot...
That's why I never complain. I never complain about anything. All right, tomorrow, don't forget the Dodgers take on the Pirates at home. First pitch, 6:10 p.m. I might go to that. Listen to every play, every Dodger game on AM 570 LA Sports live from the Galpin Motors broadcast booth, and stream all the games in HD on the iHeartRadio app. Keywords, AM 570 LA Sports. Mo Kelly next, right here on KFI AM 640.
Conway Show on demand on the iHeartRadio app. Now, you can always hear us live on KFI AM 640, 4 to 7 p.m. Monday through Friday, and anytime on demand on the iHeartRadio app.